24-year-old boy, seeing out from the train's window, shouted.
Dad, look, the trees are going behind.
The dad smiled, and a young man sitting nearby looked at the 24-year-old's childish behavior with pity. Suddenly, he again exclaimed.
Dad, look, the clouds are running with us.
The man couldn't resist, and said to the father,
Why don't you take your son to a good doctor?
We just did. He just came back from the hospital right now. He was blind since birth, but now he just got his new set of eyes and he can finally see.
So I'm going to read a story to you. I'm going to stop at the halfway point, and I'm going to ask you what you think about it. After that, I'm going to read to you the rest of the story and ask you again. A 24-year-old boy seeing out from the train's window shouted, Dad, look, the trees are going behind. Dad smiled, and a young man sitting nearby looked at the 24-year-old's childish behavior with pity. Suddenly, he again exclaimed, Dad, look, the clouds are running with us. The young man couldn't resist and said to the old man, Pause right there. What do you think of the 24-year-old's behavior so far? What do you think of the 24-year-old?
He's childish.
Think he's childish? Now I'm going to read to you the rest of the story and you tell me what you think. The young man couldn't resist and asked the father, Why don't you take your son to a good doctor? The father smiled and said, I did. We're just coming back from the hospital. My son was blind from birth. He just got his eyes today. What do you think of the story now?
I'm gonna cry.
What do you think of the boy now?
I think it's so sweet.
That's sweet. So now I'm going to ask you a couple personal questions, okay? If you have ever faced, and if you would like to share with us, what are some judgments that you have faced at Kafka?
Like just judgments
Judgments in general.
about my race.
About your race? Would you care to elaborate on that?
Just ignorant comments towards like my background and who I am as like
And
a black person.
Do you think they do this because of what they see?
Yeah.
How have these judgments impacted you?
At first it's kind of like upsetting that like children in this day and age are so ignorant, but at the same time like I just get over it because I'm constantly hearing stuff like that. So
What are your thoughts on judgment as a whole, the whole concept of it?
I think it's good and bad. Like sometimes it's needed, sometimes it's not. It's in human nature, so I can't really do
Nature.
about it.
Have you ever judged someone based on their first look? Yes. Were you ever wrong about them?
Yes.
Yes. Do you think that because of your personal experience, it shaped you into understanding how to interact with people better, and how to treat others?
Yeah.
We shouldn't be so quick to judge people.
So I'm going to ask you 4 questions, and you just answer them however you feel. Right? What is some judgment that you faced at Kathra or in the regular world?
On my way to the States, I was traveling with another girl from my team. They were in a different car, and they kept going, but we got stopped at the border for about like 5 hours for no apparent reason. But when we got there and we were sitting in the room, everyone else seemed kind of the same as us, either Arabic, Asian, or any descent that wasn't American.
Okay, how have these judgments impacted you?
Well, it was kind of a waste of time, and we felt judged because of it.
Okay, what are your thoughts on judgment as a whole?
I think people should appreciate others for what's inside instead of what they look like.
Have you ever judged somebody based on their looks?
Not on purpose, but yes, I have.
Thank you.
Well, I was quick to judge there. I feel as if like people judge quickly instead of looking deeper into who they really are, and that sucks because I feel as if like people aren't really given a chance to see or be viewed normally as other people because of how they act or how they look.
Okay, now I'm going to ask you 4 questions and you respond briefly, okay?
What are some judgments that you faced at Kafra or just around?
Well, for the past couple months, I've been dressing in a different way as other people would normally, and people would view me as, by the way I dress, people thought I'd be gay or bisexual, because I feel as if normal people wouldn't really wear it, but I live on the edge.
Alright, have these judgments ever impacted you in any way?
Not really. I try my best to block out what other people think of me, because I try to be myself and I try to be original.
What do you think of the concept of judgment as a whole?
Judgment, I feel as if it takes back from what people could really do as a team, because if you're put into a team and you start judging people, you already think, oh, they're not able to do this, they're not able to do this, and if we're not able to judge people, I feel as if we could work together better and accomplish better things.
Have you ever judged somebody based on their look?
I have, but not on purpose. Maybe it's just, yeah, it's just.
Alright, well, thank you for that.
You're welcome.